like playing hours and hours a day. It takes forever and ever and ever. It's a pretty negative selling point to the game, I think. There definitely needs to be a crafting system. But if they want it to, like, I don't know. They wanted to ever even... They act like it can be as big as Hearthstone. If they want it to ever be that big, they would have to have a crafting system. Though, like, it can be bigger to Magic Online without it, of course. But anyway, so this is the same version I played on Moto not a super long time ago. It's probably slightly outdated, but, you know. Magic Online cards are at... Magic Arena cards are at a premium for me. Couldn't really afford to make any changes. On top of that, time is at a premium tonight as well. I'll be watching the Lakers game while we play. Have some personal issues, so wasn't able to really get online earlier. It kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. We're here now. And keeping the streak alive. I don't know how to set an upkeep stop. Maybe that'll work. Hey, who cares? What's up? Hey, it did work. Guess I'll actually keep that. How do I remove this stop? Oh, I want it gone now. Thank you. Hey, we did it. We got a Curious Obsession. What have you been into? Not saw you around in a while. History of Benalia. Pretty solid card versus me. I have no protection spell yet. We'll go one turn without playing a Curious Obsession just so I can hold up Essence Scatter, but that's like just probably wrong. Oh gosh, you're trading the history token with me? That feels so good. I am so excited that they did that. Thought that card was going to kill us. Glad to know it's not. So if they play a creature, we can scatter it. Feel pretty dash darn happy. Splitting these up because I value both of them, and he could have a big flyer to block here. Certainly going to go in the graveyard. Don't have the mana to cast it anyway. Wouldn't mind to draw a land. That's not a land. Hey, that's the card we put on bottom. Is there a Moto bug? Because I have to stream, Matt, and I have the Lakers game on as well. Of course, the Lakers are going to get pretty well crushed by an irrelevant team tonight, so it's not fun. Unless LeBron, like, blows up for 30 plus or something. Which is always a possibility with LeBron on your team. And this is the cool thing about having the best player on the planet on your team. You always have the possibility to win games that you don't deserve to win. I don't know. After the Rockets game, I honestly lost a lot of interest in the team. They should literally fire Rondo. And if they don't, it makes me question the entire management and everything. I mean, I'm not even complaining that they're bad. I'm complaining that if your organization cares so little about its image that it'll let dirty-ass players like that. He did. There is a close-up of it on the internet. He 100% did. Well, I got wrecked pretty hard. There's an actual close-up of it. He 100% did. I probably can't win this game now. I don't really have any way to answer this in my deck. And I'm not going to be able to beat that life gain. I pretty much have to draw like a Tempest Shin this turn, I think. I should have thought about Deafening Clarion, but I don't think Deafening Clarion's a main deckable card in our opponent's deck. So like it just like kind of went over my head that it was even possible. Yeah, I'm just SOL now. I don't have an out. Could be a quick stream if we're already down a match. It's probably due to my poor play too that we're down this match. I have no out. I'm just attacking. I guess I could have passed turn and like tapped one of these and chump blocked or whatever, but I'm just having fun. Or like, I can't win that game, I can just stall an extra turn. Pretty sure I don't lose that game if I just don't block there. Kind of unfortunate. Like, as far as the Lakers are concerned, like, when they, signed McGee, Stevenson, Beasley, and, Rondo, I already, like, thought that was pretty negative and can't understand why you would want any of those players on your team, and then it took exactly 2 games for Rondo to prove why he shouldn't be on the team. And they're terrible, so... It doesn't help that they're terrible. Guess I'm going to put that on the bottom. Oh, they would be better than they are. I don't know why our opponent's taking so long here. I'm not going to buy me a new phone, and I desperately need one. I don't even have an iPad, so why would I be buying you a phone? I don't have a notebook of any kind. I have no idea why they're just sitting here timing out or whatever they're doing, but it's whatever. Did you have your sync full of water? Like, that shouldn't be enough to ruin a phone if you just got it a little wet. I didn't realize what phase we were in. It's aggravating to me. But yeah, I don't think, then how the hell did you ruin it? That makes no sense to me. But I don't know how the Lakers are supposed to win tonight when, like, the San Antonio's, arguably their sixth best player is better than the Lakers' second best player that'll be on the court tonight. Like, it would really take an epic performance from James. Well, first of all, I don't really know what that thing means. And second of all, like, it's pretty normal to shave with an empty sink. So, why would you have your sink full of water if you're shaving? It's just wasteful. Okay, our opponent gave up and I don't know why, so it's boring for anybody who's watching this video. I punted round 1 and then round 2 our opponent didn't play Magic, so... Why did it not show me my card? That's always so tilting. Pretty easy keep. I would rather just let it run a little water, which is what I do. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll hit a land. You can do it, deck. Land us. Yay, we hit a land. I think I'm actually going to keep that. And now we're not going to play the Sprite, we're going to hold up a Wizard's Retort, and next turn we'll have Sprite Wizard's Retort. Well, the phone's ringing again. I apologize if you guys can hear the ring. It's pretty much been ringing off the hook because they took my pap off from the nursing home to the hospital today. He is apparently not doing well. But, I don't even have a phone in my room, so I don't know why anybody would be calling that phone. Like, whoever's calling should just be calling my cell phone, and they know that. I don't know why they're not. I guess we'll keep that. Seems like a good one to keep, especially when our opponent's not really playing spells. Counterspell that too. Boom. Tempest gin it up. I plan on trying to qualify for it. Wait, I thought Magic Fest was Grand Prix. Is Cleveland a Grand Prix and a Pro Tour? Or is it just... Like, maybe I don't... Is it just a Pro Tour, or what is it? I asked like 4 different questions and you responded to yes. I realize you're responding to yes in real time, but because of the lag, I don't know what you're answering yes to. I think you're answering yes to the Grand Prix and the Pro Tour, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, PT Friday through Sunday. Grand Prix Saturday and Sunday. Do we know the format of that Grand Prix yet? We don't even know the format of that Pro Tour yet, do we? So I assume we don't know the format of the Grand Prix, but... Whoops. I'm trying to Google 2019 Grand Prix schedule MTG. Will this tell me what I want to know? Hey, it does. This hand's a keep, but it's not great. If we were on the draw, I might not keep it. So Cleveland is in... It's a limited Grand Prix. Alright, well 100% will never play that Grand Prix. Which means unless I qualify for the Pro Tour, there's no chance that I go. But I do plan on playing whatever local PPTQs they happen to be for it. I think there's PPTQs for Cleveland still, or is that under the new system? I have no idea. To my knowledge, we have none scheduled anywhere close to me at the moment, though, so... Looking for more lands. It was a pretty easy no block with the Tempest Shin and just try to race. I have no idea, Murph. I can't keep that stuff is so ridiculously annoying to try to figure out that I can't tell anything. Their website's the worst website in the history of websites. London's before Cleveland, isn't it? Let's pull that schedule back up. I thought London was before Cleveland. No, I guess London's not. Alright, well, we've probably already had those then, and nobody bothered to tell me. How did we have PPTQs for a format? How did we have PPTQs for a format that we didn't even know what was? That's ridiculous to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I'm just going to load you up and attack with these two and leave this back to block. They have double burn spell. It's going to suck, but if not, we should be okay. Oh, well then there was only one PPTQ even remotely close to me, and I skipped it because they did not say it was for Cleveland. Actually, that event was held before they announced it was for Cleveland. So that's kind of aggravating. I would have went to it if I'd known it was for Cleveland, but Cleveland was not announced at that time. So they held PPTQs for events that were not even announced? Just kind of painting by numbers of this blue deck at the moment. The location, no. I remember when they announced it. They announced it on a Thursday show, and that was after our PPTQ had already occurred. Our modern PPTQ occurred on, let me try to get the date for you, but it was a long time ago now. Like, it was not even remotely recently. It's like, it was months ago at this point. I'll start the next game while we're at it. It was all the way back in the middle of August. I mean, I watched the announcement when they did it live. I know for a fact that our PPTQ was before that announcement. I watch all those Thursday shows. Our PPTQ was long before that announcement. Theirs was like back in the middle of August. Just pause the stream. Yes, I'm gonna pause the stream. I don't think they announced that stuff till September sometime. But I could be wrong. Maybe I don't have the greatest memory in the world like I believe I do. Wizard's Retort was a really nice pickup here. Ooh, that's pretty decent. You can still race all this stuff if they don't get a Lord, and we have a counterspell for a Lord, so... That was stupid to cast that, but I should have saw what card I was going to draw first, but I would only have cast 2 casting cost cards anyway, because I would have held up the Wizard's Retort. And this is the best 2 casting cost card in our deck, but it was still improper sequencing. Still improper sequencing. Like, there literally wasn't a card in the deck that would make me change that opinion or make me change that line of plays, but like it was still improper sequencing. Alright, well, we got 4 wins, so that's our money back. Anything else from here is a bonus. I have my favorite card in the deck, we have a Curious Obsession, we have a way to protect it, so that feels kind of cool. I actually do want an extra land, but probably just one. Yeah, they were. Like I can look at my event calendar and stuff on the Facebook page, and it still shows that there's not a date listed for it. Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh, they missed a land though. Them missing a land is absurd. because now we can kill their Curious Obsession. Put that in the graveyard. Take action. So I want to stop on their turn. Apparently that doesn't stop on their turn. Well, I don't know how you... Oh, I would have had to click their thing, I guess. Hopefully they don't have a dive down too. They might not have had to dive down if I'd actually put the stop in the right place. Okay, sweet. Let me put you here. Then we're just going to sit behind these counter spells the rest of the game. Do I care about that? Yeah, I'm fine with counterspelling. Cancel. I can just pay. I want to resolve it and pay for it. Yes, pay to 2. How do I pay to 2? Apparently you have to click them. Kind of just looking for lands at this point. Those aren't lands. Could have technically used a dive down there, but then he would have got the block. Alright, well, that was the 5th win. So we are in the profit. Hey, it actually showed us our card this time. What a lovely. So if we go 2-1 in the next 3 matches, we win. I'm gonna risk this because I'm on the play. If I was on the draw, I would easily mulligan this. Like 4 lands is already a little bit too many. No creatures is kind of bad, but we have 3 counter spells, so like that's good versus a bunch of decks. Nice. Now we have a Temptation. Literally counterspell anything they play on 2, then jam the Djinn, hope they don't have a counterspell, and then ride the 2 Wizards of Torch to the win. Hope they don't have an Assassin's Trophy. Don't cast an Assassin's Trophy, it's worth more than my deck. Hey, they had it. It's worth more than my deck. Just ride this to the win as well. Kinda don't want to waste a counterspell on that, but I will. Just because we have 1 to spare. Yeah, well, we have a pretty good hand so far. Who would let a creature resolve at this point. That goes to the graveyard. We will, upon take our action, we will slam a Jin, and that's a game. They're not going to come back from this, not when we have a Wizard's Retort still in our hand. Yeah. Wonder what they kept. Did they just keep a whole bunch of 5 and 6 mana cards? Did they keep a bunch of double black spells? I have no idea. Hey, we got some packs to open at the end of this, though. I think we'd be 7-0 right now had I not punted round 1. I don't necessarily know if it was a punt, but like, it didn't even cross my mind what could happen. And whether I made a punt or not, the fact that I didn't even acknowledge that it could happen is pretty bad. Opponent goes first. This hand's good enough to keep, though. We have the 1-2 combo with a protection spell, basically the nuts, but we just have to hope that the stuff stays in play. Then we have a Tempest Gen to try to close it out after that. And the white decks can be pretty quick. Let's start with this. I think I'm just going to play this here. I want to save the dive down for the Tempest Gens because this might be more about racing than card advantage. Like, we already have the cards that I feel like can win any of these type of games. We just have to get to the point to where I know we can deploy them. Hold up our counterspell this time and just slam this. We can already win on board, so we just have to make sure they don't cast like Lyras and Shalais and stuff. Lyra's like the one super big good thing versus us. Actually, I'm going to let that resolve. I don't want to use the counterspell here. Again, because I'm worried about Lyra. That was probably the only card that can beat us. Potentially multiple Lyras. Can leave Phoenix too, I guess, if they're playing that type of build, but you know, we have 2 hard counter spells now, a card draw engine, we have Tempest Gens that are going to just keep coming down. I think we can allow that at this point. I think we can just let the Tempest Gens carry us. And wrecked. Oh, they have Ixalan's Binding in their main deck. Wow. Alright, well, I potentially just lost this game. I did not expect that. One of the reasons I didn't counterspell that other card was because we couldn't add a Djinn to the board that turn as well. I guess I just have to counterspell everything now. And hope that we draw another Curious Obsession or just some creatures. Like, we're slightly ahead on board. But the Ixalan's Binding was obviously pretty clearly good. And they have more powerful draws than we do. Like Curious Obsession and Night Veil are only two really good draws now. And like so many of their draws validate these two draws. Alright, well that was a good draw then. I do think Ixalan's Binding's underplayed at the moment. I think it might be better than Conclave Tribunal. Actually, I think I have to counterspell that. They didn't have anything in their hand a second ago that mattered, so I assume they don't have anything now that matters. And I feel like I need this card to win the game. They have more removal spells than the majority of these decks do. The Merfolk Branchwalker is going to be a nice pickup. Mining's probably a little bit better, but both are pretty bad. Agreed. I wouldn't sideboard out either of them though, because like just nailing a Planeswalker's like good enough. I have Curious Obsession on top. I'll go ahead and put it on this one. Though I could have arguably put it on the Trickster, so that the Trickster could attack through on the following turn. Because like now the board's just cleaned up if they have basically any removal spell, and if not, we are 7-1. I think we would have been 8-0 if I played a little bit better. Alright, well, what is our reward? The Nature Spire. We get to claim a prize. What do we get? We doubled our money, and we got to open a Embolus Clutches, a Crucible of the Worlds. This is not really going to ever be playable online, but it is kind of cool to get a Mythic. And another Mythic. Well, let us go open our 2-packs. We're hoping to open a Disdainful Stroke and some uncommon wild cards. What we're looking for here. Another Commandeer's not where we want to be. And yeah, Fine Finality is a good card, but we're not close to doing any of that. We did get another uncommon though, so we can actually craft one more of our sideboard cards for this deck. I don't even see events for sideboards up. Maybe you have to have a completed sideboard before they pop up. I'm not sure. There we go. One of our sideboard cards. Let's see if I just throw. What do we need? 3 random cards. 1, 2, 3. Just to see if different events pop up. Because I wanted to play one. Oh. Apparently there's no best of 3 events on here right now that I can find. There's no competitive constructed events? Why? Whatever. Anyway, for those who care, I know I haven't showed the deck list yet today, but it's the same list from our previous Magic Online article. Just straight down the list. Nothing special. It's Jadine Clumparen's build from like the week 1 SCG article. And the sideboard would be, I just threw these cards in the test, would be an extra Exclusionary Mage, an extra Disdainful Stroke, and an extra Diamond Mare. Have I opened a Mare? No, I've not opened an extra Mare. So those would be the 3 sideboard cards to finish it. Yeah, we'll save and exit. You need to click the icon on the main screen, the little A. Wait, what? What's the difference between arena play modes and all play modes? I don't understand that. Okay, so apparently they are more events, but that's just not intuitive at all. That's silly. That's literally silly. But anyway, it's irrelevant and it doesn't matter. It can be as silly as they want it to be. But anyway, we're going to hop off here tonight. It was actually a pretty quick stream. We played 8 games in just 40 minutes, but I'm going to go watch my Lakers lose very badly. Take care, everybody, and I appreciate you guys coming out as always. And for anybody who cares, there's a link below the stream to my YouTube channel, and there'll be a Boros Angels video going up, you know, in an hour, hour and a half, something like that. But yeah. Anyway, see you guys. Take care. And my phone's ringing for the 3rd time since I started the stream. Hey, no, you missed the stream. We went 7-1. Take care, everybody.